Assalamualaikum and good morning to Sir Amirul. Today, we are going to talk about market structure and macroeconomic issue in the construction industry. My name is Muhammad Azman Hazim bin Azhar, 03 DUB 25F1033. So, firstly is the types of market structure. Perfect competition. Definition of perfect competition is a market structure where there are many small firms selling identical products and no single firm has control over the market price. Many buyers and sellers, each too small to influence price. Homogeneous products. All firms sell the exact same good like wheat or milk. Free entry and exit. Firms can easily enter or leave the market. Price takers. Firms accept the market price set by supply and demand. Secondly is monopolistic competition. Definition of monopolistic competition is a market structure where many firms sell similar but not identical products, so they compete using product differentiation. Many sellers, but each has a small degree of control over price. Product differentiation through branding, quality or feature. Relatively easy entry and exit, and non-price competition, advertising, packaging and services. Thirdly is oligopoly. The definition of oligopoly is a market structure dominated by a few large firms which are interdependent and have significant market power. Few large firms control most of the market. High barriers to entry, cost, technology and brand loyalty. Products can be identical or differentiated. Mutual interdependence. Each firm decision affect others can lead to collision or price. Non-price competition, advertising and product quality. Number 4 is monopoly. The definition of monopoly is a market with only one seller producing a unique product with no close substitute. Single producer because the firm is the industry. Unique product with no substitutes available. High barriers to entry such as legal, technological or resource based. Price maker in the firm control price within limits of consumer demand and no competition.
So, hello, my name is Muhammad Irfan Ashraf bin Izzuddin Usman. Metric cards number 03 DUB25F1044. I will present the market structure of the Malaysian construction industry. First, we have few large dominant firms. Then, the industry is dominated by several big companies such as Gamuda Berhad, IGM Corporation, Sunway Construction and UEM Group, which handle major infrastructure projects. Smaller contractors exist but mostly handle subcontract or smaller scale projects. Second, we have high barriers to entry. Entering the market requires large capital investment, technical expertise and government approvals such as CIDB registration. This limits the number of new competitors, a key feature of an oligopoly. Then third is interdependence among firms. Large construction companies often compete with government tenders and private mega projects. Their pricing and binding strategies are influenced by what rivals firms do, a common trait in oligopolistic behavior. Next, we have a product differentiation and branding. While construction services may seem similar, major firms differentiate themselves through project equality, technology use, safety standards and reputations. Finally, we have government influence. The industry is heavily regulated and influenced by government policies, housing programs and infrastructure budget, typical in sectors with few big players. For the second point, we have current challenges and issues in the industry. First, we have intense competitions and price war. Although dominated by a few big players, competitions remain high due to many small and medium-sized contractors fighting for limited projects. This leads to price undercutting in tendering, where companies lower bids too much to win contracts, sometimes reducing quality or profit margins. Second, we have rising material costs, fluctuations in prices of cements, steel, and imported materials, increased project costs. Many firms struggle to maintain profitability when prices rise after contracts are fixed. Third, we have tendering and procurement issues. The open tender system is meant to ensure fairness, but delays, bureaucracy, and lack of transparency sometimes occur. Political influence in project awards and create an unfair advantage for certain companies. Fourth, we have regulatory and policy challenges, complex licensing requirements, safety laws, and environmental standards increase project time and cost. Government policy changes, for example, delays in public infrastructure spending directly affected construction activity and employment. Fifth, labour shortage and dependence on foreign workers. The industry faces a shortage of skilled local workers, leading to heavy dependence on foreign labour. Stricter immigration policies or rising wages can cause project delays and cost increases. And last but not least, we have sustainability and innovation pressure. Firms are expected to adopt green constructions practices and digital technology, like BIM, which require high investment. Smaller firms often lack resources to modernize. Thank you very much.
Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. My name is Akmal Rashad bin Syed Sultan Ibrahim, Nomometrics 0T DUB25F1027. So today I will discussing about macroeconomic issues such as inflation, unemployment or interest rate and how they influence construction activities. So first, inflation causes the price of construction materials such as cement, steel and bitumen to increase. This made the labor wage and operating also rises. Fixed price contracts become less profitable due to unexpected cost increase. Next is interest rate. Higher interest rate increase borrowing costs for developers and constructors. Fewer construction projects are initiated because loans become expensive. Next is unemployment. High unemployment means more workers available, which makes the wage may stabilize or decrease. Labor shortage, especially skilled workers, will increase their wage and their productivity will decrease. Combines macroeconomic issues. High inflation plus high interest rates means material costs increase, which make the borrowing become expensive and will increase the project cancellation or postponement. Supply chain disruption can worsen inflation such as fuel price increase or transportation cost increases. Next we will look at how they influence construction activities. So for inflation, project will be delays and the project will reduce profit margins and difficulty completion project within budget. Mitigation, price adjustment clauses, bulk purchasing and better cost planning. Next is interest rate. Housing and commercial development activities slow down because of these increases in interest rates. Constructors, especially small ones, will face cash flow problems. So, mitigation, long-term financing, restructuring loans, and seeking government incentive or grants. Next, unemployment. Project will be delayed due to lack of skilled labor and higher training expenses. Mitigation, worker training programs, automation and subcontracting. So finally, we will look at the impact on government and investors. Economy will be slowed down, so government may increase infrastructure projects to stimulate the economy. However, high inflation and high interest rates may reduce government spending ability.
My name is Muhammad Atik bin Abdul Malik. Nombor metrik 03 DUB 25F1030. Okey, government policy. Fiscal policy. Fiscal policy involves the government spending and taxation to influence the economy. When the government increases spending on infrastructure projects such as highway and school, it boosts demand in the construction sector and creates more job opportunities. Tax incentive for develops and first-time home buyers also encourage housing development and private investment. Regulation. Government regulation ensure that construction activities are safe, high quality and sustainable. Law such as the Informed Building by Laws UBBL and CIDB regulation set standard for building safety and quality. Meanwhile, green initiative like the Green Building Index GBI promote the use of eco-friendly material and energy efficient design, leading to a more sustainable construction industry.
Construction.
Housing initiative. Government programs such as PR1MA, PPR and affordable housing schemes help citizens own homes. There's initiative increase demand for residential construction project and support the growth of local developers. Smart city project like Iskandar, Malaysia also encourage modern urban development and attract more investment opportunity.
So next is international trade in construction materials. First, access to a wider range of materials. International trade allows countries to import materials that are not available domestically. Timber from Scandinavia, marble from Italy and steel from China. This supports specialized construction projects and higher quality outputs. Second, cost efficiency. Imported materials can be cheaper due to lower production costs abroad. This reduces construction costs and increases competitiveness for builders and developers. However, reliance on imports also exposes projects to exchange rate fluctuation and shipping costs. Other than that is international labour and international investment in construction. In international labour, filling skill gaps, trade agreements and migration policies allow foreign workers to fill labour shortages, especially in high-demand areas like engineering, masonry or plumbing. This ensures that projects are completed on time when local labour is insufficient. In international investment, economic growth and job creation. Investment boosts employment, GDP and urban development. However, profit may be repatriated abroad and local firms may struggle to compete with large foreign companies.